Hi everybody. I was going to get in the back seat, but it's quite a hot day, and if I turn my car off I'm going to melt, so I'm just going to have to deal with me having the air on. Hope that's okay. Christmas time is summertime in Australia, so and yeah, I'm sure I won't get another video out before Christmas, so Merry Christmas everybody, or whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays. If you're having some time off, hopefully you get to see your family. I know that some parts of the world are going back into lockdowns, and I'm sure we'll follow pretty soon. At the moment we're looking pretty good, I guess because it's summer, and I'm hoping that we can just hold out for 5 more days, because I'm doing my annual Christmas carols concert that we do in the city, and just really hoping that goes ahead. It's only 4 days away, but a lot can happen. And we all had to get COVID tests done, and that was actually the first time I've ever had the nose swab. I've managed to escape all that thus far, but it caught up to me. It actually wasn't that bad, not as bad as people make it out to be. When I was little, my mum used to stick cotton buds that far up our nose anyway. I remember that. And when the lady was doing it, actually made me a little bit nostalgic. But anyway, what else has been going on? Not very much. I fear I'm not going to have that much to talk to you about. I found a different location today. This is a football oval. I just wanted to find somewhere where there were no people, and I should have found a bit of shade to park in so that I could have turned my car off, but I did not think ahead, as usual. That's really my brand, is just spontaneous and badly thought out. This is chocolate flavour. Of April. You're gonna have to forgive me if I just end up talking about what I've been watching on Netflix. God. Let me think. Now that we're out of lockdown, I should have some things to talk about. Oh, we had our work Christmas party not long ago. It was kind of nice to see everybody again. A few people that I forgot existed after 2 years. And some new people that I had never had a chance to meet before. And an open bar. So, you know, perfect. Merry Christmas. I didn't get... I'm trying to think. I definitely got drunk, but I don't think yeah. Actually, I was pretty hungover the next day. So, I was going to say I didn't overdo it, but maybe I did. But I'm not much of a drinker usually, so it was kind of nice. Bit of a change. The hangovers are just not worth it though. That's why I don't drink very much, because I just got no patience for the next day. What else? What else can I tell you? Oh, there's a butterfly over there. Nature is amazing. You'll forgive me if I'm not super talkative today. I'm just, it's the week of Christmas, you know. Does anybody's brain work properly this time of the year? Mine certainly does not. I have Christmas Day off, And then I'm back at work on Boxing Day because I'm a casual, so I don't get leave or anything like that. But I do get penalty rates, so on public holidays you get more money, which is pretty awesome, which hopefully will make up for how little I've been working this month. I think I said this in the last video, but the plan for Christmas, Omicron notwithstanding, we're having it at our place this year, which has never happened before. It's all very, it's a lot of responsibility, and we haven't really planned very much. I mean, I've bought all the presents, and then Matt is the one who's going to do all the cooking, which I think was some pretty good delegation, because I can't cook. But it's just my family coming. His family live in the country. They live out bush, so he just went and visited them a few days ago. And so yeah, it's just gonna be like 6 or 7 of us probably on Christmas Day. I don't really have, oh, my earrings come undone. I don't really have a lot of extended family, not any that I talk to anyway, so Christmas is a pretty understated affair these days, which is fine. Sometimes I get a little jealous when I have a friend who's Greek, and as per the stereotype, he has massive family functions, and sometimes I think that would be amazing, and sometimes I think it would just be way too overwhelming. I don't know, but it's just crazy to think how different that guy's life is from mine. He's still got all his grandparents, you know, which, I mean, we're all nearly 30, which is pretty unheard of, at least in my social circle. Like, all of my grandparents have passed away, and I think my boyfriend's, 2 of his have. Sorry, this is quite morbid for Christmas. But I'm just trying to explain why Christmas is pretty quiet in my house. I have uncles, but they live in Queensland, which is the top of the country. I live at the bottom of the country. One year it might be nice to go visit them, because I've got little cousins that I haven't seen since they were babies, and they're now, one of them's starting high school. Surefire way to make you feel old. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. I thought I moved far enough away from all the traffic, but you can hear sirens. Come on. There we go. I dropped it. So, Netflix. We've been watching all the new Tiger Kings, which I know, oh, I smeared my makeup. Which I know some people think is just kind of passe. You know, who cares about Tiger King anymore? That's so 2020. But they're doing features on all the different park owners, and they started off with Carol. Obviously it was Joe Exotic first, and then Carol, and then it was, and they did a bit on some other guy, I think his name's Tim, and we've just watched the one about Doc Antle, which is the guy who rides around on the elephant and is basically a massive pedo. They all are, kind of. They've all got something seriously wrong with them. But it makes for good television, watching these people live their funny little lives. Yeah, America really is something else. The idea of any private citizen owning a tiger or anything like that in Australia is just impossible, would never happen. Never ever. So the idea that you can just buy some land and own some tigers over there, it's very strange to think about. Might fix our kangaroo problem though, we have too many of those. There's a fun fact I like to tell people about Australia anytime I've travelled, which is that I think Australia has the biggest camel population in the world, and our camels are the best camels. They're the best because they're just left alone in the middle of the country in the desert, and there's so many of them, and they're the most, like, their lineage is pure or whatever, so they're like premium camels. So much so that places like Saudi Arabia buy our camels to take over there, which is funny because places like that are what you would think of when you think of camels, but they all come from here. And you don't see camels very much anymore, but I remember when I was a little girl at our local park, they had camel rides on the weekends. You pay $5 and, you know, as a little kid you can sit. I think they only had one hump. I can't really remember. Yeah, I think so. I know there's a difference between one hump and two humped camels. I think ours were one humped because I remember like grabbing onto the hump for dear life as you sit on it when it's sitting, and then it stands up and you're so tall and it's very scary. I remember being very scared of that camel. But yeah, I rode a camel when I was a kid because they're just everywhere in this country. I don't know if camel rides are still legal or if like the RSPCA shut that shit down. That's our version of PETA. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Has anybody else ever ridden a camel? I'd really like to go horse riding again, speaking of riding animals. I went horse riding once when I was about 14 and I hated it. But it was like part of a girl's birthday party, so I don't think I was quite emotionally or mentally ready to get on that animal. I remember it really hurt. I remember like my thighs were all bruised, and as soon as it did anything more than walk, as soon as it like started cantering or whatever, I was like getting shaken around. I was so sure I was gonna fall off. Like, wow, how do people do this? But I think as an adult I'd really like to try again. Damn. What are all these sirens doing? Sounds like I live in a big city. I don't know what I think I'm going to see. I'm staring at a football oval. Is anybody else nosy like me? Like, anytime there's a siren or some sort of commotion going on, I'm like, break my neck to look. This one time I went to the zoo with my partner, and we were waiting in line, and this woman passes out or something, and there's an ambulance and paramedics tending to her, and I didn't realize. I was staring at it. I didn't even realize. I was just like, I don't know, because it was interesting. I was standing in line. I was bored, and I was just watching the action over here. And my boyfriend had to be like, "Yo, you're staring. Stop it." I'm like, "Oh shit." But you know, I just gotta know what's going on. It's just how I'm wired. So, my fellow nosy people. See, my brain's not working. My fellow nosy people, where you at? I want to hear from you. It's part of the reason why I enjoy. Oh, my head shaking. Part of the reason why I enjoy watching ASMR so much, and like specifically smaller artists, because I like to see what their houses look like, and like what their lives look like. I love to get a little glimpse of just what another person's life is like compared to mine, especially if they live in a different part of the world from me. And hopefully that's what you guys are using these videos for, to snoop. But unfortunately, my life is pretty boring, so apologies. But there's some lovely greenery out my back window. Again, I hope you don't mind that I'm in my front seat, not my back seat. Hopefully the sound is still good. If I climb in the back seat, I'm gonna start sweating. And you don't want to see that. But unfortunately I will have to wrap up soon because I can't just leave my engine running forever. But yeah, just wanted to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Hope you get to see your loved ones, and if you don't, I'll be thinking of you. Yeah, has anybody got like New Year's resolutions or anything? Does anybody still do that? Let me know what they are. I'm trying to think if I have any. Swim more. I'm really into swimming at the moment and I want to swim all the time. So swim more. I think you probably want me to say make more videos, but no promises. Yeah. Alright, well, I love you guys and I'll speak to you again very soon. Alright, bye.